You're listening to another ASCI Lounge podcast.
Welcome, ASCI members, back to the ASCI Lounge. I'm Monique Fennick, Australasian Supply Chain Institute, and this is the CEO series, which we launched just recently when new CEO Ivan Imparato joined us to the ASCI team. So we have today with us on the lounge, Ivan Imparato. Welcome, Ivan.
Good morning, and thanks, Monique, for allowing me to sit on the lounge yet again.
Yeah,
It's
well,
great.
you
Nice
are
and
our
comfortable.
CEO after all. So welcome, and it's great to have
Thank you.
I think this update's been really successful so far in that we've had some good hits to the series and lots of people downloading just to take in, about a 10-minute recap of the week and what's happening at ASCI and how they can tap into their member benefits. And so, for example, that's a good segue, Ivan, isn't it, to
That's correct,
some of our new corporate members that have joined ASCI
absolutely.
just in the past couple of weeks.
Absolutely. So thanks for that. I really appreciate our members and what they do really for the community, because if it wasn't for them, then the community really doesn't exist. So let me just introduce our new corporate members. We have Deloitte, we have Schneider Electric, we have Reese, Southern Cross Ceramics, and KPMG. So I'd like to formally welcome our members. Welcome to the family and the community, and I look forward to working with you all. Very exciting week.
Yeah, it's been good. And just yesterday, Ivan, you attended and presented at our ASCI Networking Breakfast Series, which was held in Melbourne at the Michael Page headquarters, which actually moved upstairs because we had such a huge volume of members attending that breakfast. The topic was the supply chain's role in IBP. And with over 100 ASCI members attending and some new people as well, Oliver White, our corporate member, presented on behalf of the ASCI community and shared their knowledge. Mike Reed, the partner from Oliver White, presented on IBP. So, you were there.
That's right.
So how was that?
Oh, look, it was fantastic, actually. Great location, right in the middle of the city there on Burke Street, hosted by Engineers Australia. A great site. Location was fantastic. Yeah, we had about 90 odd, 100, really close to 100 people. There's fantastic turnout. And Mike did a great presentation, very interactive around the role of sales and operations planning. I did a bit of an introduction, put a bit of a framework around what we're doing at ASCI. It went really well. Went a little bit over time, which is always good because you know that people are interested when they stay and want to talk, and a lot of good engagement. So very successful. And I sort of encouraged the members to also think about getting involved, especially the Victorian member base, get involved in a community either through a chapter or some other way. And I had a couple of existing members who were really keen to get involved, so that was good. Michael Page, fantastic effort as always, Monique, as you know, they really helped out. So the next one's going to be probably just as good in May, so looking forward to that. Just to talk a little bit about S&amp or IBP. Mike obviously made a very good point about it being a framework, a process, and getting people on the same agenda. Otherwise you don't have that, then it's pretty much misaligned across the business. One of the other areas, I suppose, that wasn't quite touched on was the role of the customer service department in an S&OP process, because if you think about customer service, right, they're pretty much an area that's overlooked in a lot of cases, but they're the barometer for the customer. They know, what the customer wants and what complaints are coming through. So I suppose they're a professional group that can provide some really critical insights into demand at various touch points throughout the process. But you'll only know that if they're actually invited to be part of the discussion, So it's quite an important area to not be overlooked. So I'll encourage other members of the community to think about the role of the customer service group as part of their S&OP planning. And, they're the ears, they're the eyes of the supply chain. You think about it, they know where the weaknesses potentially are, and they can actually see the true demand of the business. And a really simple takeaway I'd like to leave is invite them along to the S&OP discussion, and I'm pretty sure that your plans will be much better as a result. So there it is, a bit of thought, a bit of an idea there to get people thinking about sales and operations planning. Overall, great event, well done. I loved it. I love Melbourne. It's my second home, so I'm looking forward to being down there again.
Fantastic. It is a great place, and we are very excited about our conference, our annual conference, which was launched last week in a video starring yourself, Ivan, 17th to the 19th of September. Pullman on the Park in Melbourne, or Pullman Melbourne on the Park, as it were. And we're really excited to work towards that great event and head back to Melbourne for that. But as you said, Ivan, there's other events in Melbourne coming up too. The e-commerce and its effects on logistics is our next event in May. We're going to take a bit of a break around April for a lot of our networking events because of Easter and Anzac Day and so on. So we are listening to our customers too, right?
That's correct, yeah. So look, fantastic. The conference was a very key point of my talk yesterday. I got some really good feedback. So, looking forward to it. So thanks, everyone, for listening, and I suppose talk again next week.
Yeah, great. Thanks for joining us on the ASCI Lounge, Ivan. And thank you, members. Bye for now.